So right now we're looking at a live case for probate. We see this is the petition for administration, which is always the document we want, whether it's formal or if it's going to be a summary, over under 1,000, or ancillary. Does not matter. This petition for administration is the document we want. It'll pretty much always look like this, no matter what county you're in, that it'll say the county, who the estate is, and the petitioner. Now, the petitioner is usually the person that we're going to be contacting because they've been appointed the representative of the estate. Sometimes it's an attorney or an accountant, and we want to contact people who are inheriting it, and those people will be different. It's going to be who's listed up here under who the petitioner is versus here, which is who the heirs are. In this case, it's a trust, so they're the beneficiaries of the estate. Now, this one, like most of them, it's the same person. And we can see that there's two people filing together. That happens pretty often. You can choose to mail to just one or to both, but that's the person who potentially is going to inherit the property. Now this is a good example of ancillary because they are out of state. That's all ancillary means. You can see that because they live here in Massachusetts. So we need to find out what they own property for here in Florida. Now, sometimes, if you're lucky, it'll tell you in the assets that they own property here with a homestead address or a box with a property description, a parcel ID. Right now, we're not so lucky. So you can either do this while you're in the courthouse if you've got internet access, or you can do it at home after you take down the information to look it up. But we recommend that you vet these leads. Now you do that by going out to the property appraiser. So one of the reasons that it's a great idea to bring a laptop to the courthouse. So we're gonna take the name of the decedent, which is just the person who died. And we always search for last name first because that's how the official records are kept. Gotta spell it correctly. And I like to search just the last name, just in case it's in a trust or estate. You usually see that, but you can search for the first name afterwards as well if this doesn't get up with anything. And sure enough, we've got Joyce A. Masutsko and Masutsko, Joyce A. We see her forwarding address for her mail. It's definitely our unique name, so we know for a fact that that's her. This person did own property. We've got the address for the subject property. Now we can research it and reference it in our mailings. And we have all the information we need to record. We're going to write that down and start contacting the heirs to see if they don't want to hold on to the property, especially since they're out of state. See if they might want to give it to us, obviously, for a fee, and see if we can all make some money and they don't have to fly down here and deal with it. So that is a great example of one of our probate cases.